Hello. Today I'm going to show you how to install a A.O. Smith hot water tank electric. I'm also going to show you how to put in a 220 up in your breaker box. So first of all, follow me. I will show you. That's the water in. Go down, point downward. Coming into the house. And the one on the far is the water out. First off, I cut the CPVC, used CPVC, and they were 3/4 inch. I'm getting ready to tape them and attach them here. Point over here. Now, the tools you will be using are just your standard wrench, and to wire, we're going to be using 10 gauge 2, so it's 10/2 on the wiring, and we're using a 30 amp breaker, and we'll get to that later, but that's how we're going to begin. So I think it's important to use this if you want a clean cut. So I bought this at Lowe's, and should be pretty easy. Now, last thing I want to say is I am not an electrician. I am not a professional at all. I just don't want to pay somebody, and I'm going to do it myself. I'm not encouraging you to do it. Use this for entertainment only, but it worked for me, hopefully. We're not done, so we're not 100% sure it's going to work, but this is my plan. Okay, I'll get back with you in a minute. Okay, in my breaker box. Now, when dealing with electricity, you must be super careful. For me, this was easy because this is an upstairs breaker box. All I had to do is go downstairs and kill the main breaker. So this entire breaker box is shut off. So it's super easy for me. So all you do for a 10 gauge 30 amp, get your 30 amp breaker here. Wire it up here. I bet you're wondering, which one is it, black or white? Does it go on top or bottom? Really doesn't matter. Okay, just make sure you do it right. They're both hot. And then you take your copper wire right there off of the thing. You're going to see a copper wire. You must ground it. You ground it on this side. You see that? So all I did was take that, run it up on there, unscrew it, and also I used a tester to make sure that this thing was in fact off. So because certain things you don't want to touch, thing in the middle especially. So anyway, we have the ground hooked up over there, the two hots hooked up right there. Now we're going to pop it into place. They're really easy to pop in and out. You just have to kind of line it up. So I'll just show you that real quick. I also screwed those in. There's 2 screws. 1, 2 screws. Pop it in. Kind of want to line it up just right. And voila, popped in place. So there is that. So now we will wire it to the hot water tank. Now, so as you can see here, there's the wire, and it's running down to the hot water tank. I grounded it out here. And anyway, now it's time to just close this old box up and call it a day. We're gonna go down and wire up the hot water tank. Two of the process is wiring this thing. This is a 10-2, and as you can see, perhaps, let's see, should say it on, there it is, 10 CU2. See it? CU2. Anyway, this is perfect for a 50-gallon A&O, but check your specs in case they change. For mine, this is what it takes, and a 30-amp breaker. So I ran the wire, and it's going to my breaker box from here to the attic. See, I'm swapping out a propane hot water heater for an electric one. I'm sick of the propane hot water heaters. I don't trust them. Anyway, I've had two now go out on me, so I don't care for them. Try the electric. Anyway, all right, I'll show you up in the box what we're doing next. Okay, as you can see, that's coming from my breaker box up in the attic. This used to be a propane, like I said, so that's where that stovepipe's coming from. But that's going up to the attic. As you can see in here, I got the ground. If I can zoom in on that, let me see that real quick. I got the ground over here, tied off the green. And then, as you can see, it's red and black on this A.O. Smith, and I've got white and black on my cord. Just match the black with the black and the red and the white. Two hots and a ground. That's all that's in this 10-gauge wire. Two hots and a ground. So, black, red, white, if you happen to run into that situation. All right, we're gonna tie. Okay, so as you can see, I have turned the water on. I hear it chugging in there. I put my tape on there, the white tape you're supposed to put on there. And I've got the caps on these, and I also got them I also have them taped up. So the return is here, and that would be hot, obviously. Return, cold intake. So looks like we're in good shape. I made sure everything. The only thing I forgot, and I'm sure somebody's going to mention it, I forgot to get a pan. I did forget a pan. But I'll let you know if I have hot water. I'm going to wait till this fully fills up, completely fills up, before you give it any power. If you do not, you will burn the elements up, which are located here and down there. I would suggest don't even think about giving power to this thing until you know it's full. I'm talking give it an hour. Give it an hour. We don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm going to wait a good long while because I have been there before. You will burn the element up if you put the power to that before there's water in it. It has to have water in order to work properly. Okay, last thing you want to do is, once you have it all plumbed in, turn on the hot water side and get all the air out of the lines. That is another very important step. So just run it. I still have not yet turned on my electricity. You want all the air out of the lines before you turn on the electricity, and you want the tank full. So air out of the lines and tank full. Then turn the power on. Okay, so we have gone a full hour of letting it fill up. Probably more than I needed, but because I don't do this for a living, I would rather just not take any chances. So we drain the air out of the pipes. We've let it fill completely. I've checked for any leaks. around the pipe, make sure there's no leaks. I've tightened where it needed to be tightened, and now I'm going to turn on the breaker.